Hello, everyone. Today I want to ramble about the hot weather. I hate heat. I can't stand it. And that's why it's unfortunate that I live here where the temperature can rise to 36 degrees or more, like 40, in the middle and even at the beginning of summer. Right now, as I'm recording this, I sit in a room with opened windows and a running fan blowing right on me, and I'm still stuffy, even though I'm just sitting and not doing anything physical. I wish I had an air conditioner here because I feel uncomfortable even leaning against the back of my chair because it makes my back sweat. And should I come out or start doing anything like cooking something, I quickly start sweating. When that happens, I go take a cold shower, a really cold shower. This is the only way I can save myself these days. At least, well, for a couple of hours. Thus, I can usually take like 3 or 4 showers per day. And one of them, by the way, is before going to bed because I can sleep only with that and with a fan also blowing right on me throughout the whole night. My main complaint is because of the heat, I feel sluggish and weak. I start sleeping during the day, which is something I usually don't do the rest of the year. And most importantly, I don't feel like doing mostly anything, especially anything physical. I've practically stopped working out. Just recently, I forced myself to resume training after missing several weeks. Of course, it's not only about heat, but it certainly affected my will. Comparing myself with others in that matter, I notice that I'm particularly sensitive to heat. For example, when I say it's hot here in a room or outside, my girlfriend would say that it's not, and vice versa. If I'd love when it's cool, for her it could be too cold and she would start freezing. The same goes for my mom and some of my friends too. And besides, no one I know is crazy enough to take a cold shower like me. I love it, but of course, just in summer. In other seasons, I prefer a warm bath. So, summer, most of the time, is actually such an unpleasant time, and that's why I really don't understand people who like it and say that it's their favorite season. For students, maybe that's understandable because they get their deserved holidays. But others, mm, I, for example, can't go for a walk and enjoy it fully in summer because I end up all sweaty just after a few minutes. And even at evenings, yeah, it's not cool as we would wish. Sometimes it's stuffy. And what's more, there are hordes of mosquitoes waiting to feast on you if you're near the river, sometimes even without the river. And the embankment, where we rollerblade in the background, as you guess, is right next to the water. We can't stop, otherwise, they'll bite us quickly. But I'm still learning here, and my legs get tired quickly. So I fast to sit down often. I really need to relax my legs, but I can't do it. Not for long, because these annoying creatures start to eat me. So, as much as I'd love to continue the ride, I don't like feeling sticky and itchy. I don't feel like being a philanthropist to give my blood to mosquitoes. So, yeah, summer is actually not the best time to enjoy a stroll. Alright, I don't know if that story was a surprise for you, but Russia does not consist only of taiga and Siberia, where it's always cool and summer is short. In fact, the variety of climates in Russia extends from Arctic to subtropical zones. And in the southern part of European Russia, it's extremely hot. Let me show you so you get the clear picture. Hmm. Okay, so let's see Volgograd here. It's plus 32 degrees right now at 5:21 p.m. Yeah, 2nd of August. And you see we're somewhere in the red zone right now, which means that it's kind of hot, yeah, but actually it's not that hot as it is somewhere in Africa where it is plus more than plus 40 degrees, or even in Turkmenistan, or even somewhere in Europe right now, it's plus 38, 37, which is also insane. I don't know how they live there right now. I mean, here and here. Uh, although, no, I have some idea. You probably too. I talk about humidity. Yeah. Right now, it's only 29% in Volgograd, which kind of low, which makes it kind of dry here and not so stuffy as it could be sometimes here. So right now, even with plus 32 degrees, it's still okay. It's not that bad right now. Even for me, I would say it's okay. I still wouldn't want to go for a walk, though. Yeah, but better than 70 or something like that. And also, um, there is winds that affect the the way we feel the temperature. Yeah, winds can be hot, can be cold, and they bring this temperature with them. Right now, I guess you could just opa see. I don't know if it's cold or hot. I guess it's hot winds. We see it, with the arrows, yeah, but it's not strong wind, yeah. Oh, maybe here is more strong, but right now it's just like 4 meters per second, yeah. Not so a big deal. But all right, it's kind of everywhere in Europe. Well, almost everywhere, except for the territory where the strong winds from the ocean comes. Yeah, as you see, it comes to Saint Petersburg and stops right almost near to Moscow. Yeah, and that's why it's such a big difference here. Moscow is plus 31, plus 30, and St. Petersburg is plus 21, which is kind of a big difference because almost the same distance we go from Moscow to Volgograd, but the temperature is the same. Why it doesn't change gradually? Well, because of the winds. Well, I guess. Yeah. We see like Murmansk here to the north, which is plus 13 degrees, kind of cool. But we see some Usinsk, yeah, which is plus 25. Wow. Again, it is not so much to the south, yeah, comparing to Murmansk. But it is hotter here. A lot hotter, yeah? Why is that? Well, I guess because of the winds. Again, I hope you get the idea. My explanation was a bit chaotic there. I just wanted to say that it's not only about the closeness to the equator, it's not just the climates that determine the temperature and how we feel it. Yeah, it's also about the humidity and wind currents. Well, I think so, at least. Now I'd like to broach one more topic because I think it directly connected to what I've been talking about. You see, the weather really depends on the wind currents and humidity, well, and so on. Just like that, in the middle of a sunny beach season, for a week or even a day or two, it can be pretty cool and fresh here, which is a bit abnormal because it happens more and more often. Yeah, I'm talking about so called global warming. And it is not just an increase in average temperature of the planet. As far as I know, the greenhouse effect led to this increase, which in turn causes climate changes, like sea level rise, more often and more severe cataclysms, and changes in wind directions. And this is the main factor that causes abnormal temperatures in regions throughout the world. The hot and cold winds start to pass through new places, bringing them new records in temperature. And important point here, I don't claim to be an expert. Of course, I just share my thoughts with you. And if I'm mistaken, you're welcome to correct me. All right, I should probably stop here. You know, at the beginning, when I was looking at the blank slate, I sat for a long time and didn't know what to talk about. I couldn't connect my thoughts. But now I'm so carried away that I don't know where to end. I actually managed to learn a few new things about global warming, and I hope you too find my monologue interesting. I wish you a good day and until next time.